Well, hey, what's up, reptile lovers? It's Joel, and thank you for joining me today. As many of you know, we are in an effort to raise money for hurricane relief, and so I'm releasing as much content this month as I can. Some of that is new, and some of it, like this one, will be a mix of old content and new. So today, I'm excited to share with you our second most popular video ever and our most popular clutch cutting from this year. It was another one that came with an amazing surprise, mind-blowing animals. There was a little bit of scare and a little bit of sadness involved as well. But I want to share it with you. If you're new to the channel, I hope you enjoy. If you're not and you saw the original, I hope the new content appeals to you as well and you enjoy the reminder of just how awesome these babies were. Surprises sometimes are a whole lot of fun. So just to give you the lay of the land and what's happening, I'm about to show you part of the video where we pulled this clutch of eggs. So you'll get to see me taking them away from a very feisty mama that wanted to defend her eggs to the death, my death. But anyway, I'm going to share that with you. Then we're going to look forward to the cutting and the update. And then I'm going to come back in at the end and I'm going to show you the babies that are still with me and talk about what's happened with the clutch since that video originally aired. I hope you enjoy. Let's raise some money to help those in need and let's have a wonderful time doing it. Well, everybody, so I took a video of two clutches that were laid on the same day and I thought I was done. I got all the video together and moved, and then I decided to just go ahead and check on the other females after I gotten them cleaned up and put away. And guess what? I found this. All right, 3 for today. What a day. This one actually still a few days due, so she was early too. Well, obviously that was a really exciting surprise, and I'm going to get them set up and then we'll come back and we'll actually look at this one next time because I don't want to add to that video. It's already long enough. Woohoo! All right, so there she is. I'm going to watch her carefully because she's always been a little bit of a feisty one, and you can see she just took a swing at me, just trying to get the camera set up here. She is watching me like a hawk, so let's see. So far, I've never gotten bit taking a snake off eggs, so let's see if we can continue that. There you go, baby. Just let them go. Let them go. Not that many, but that's okay. This is a first-time mom, and you can see she is, ooh, she's beautiful. Freaking out a little bit. It's okay. I just want to check and see, make sure there's nothing else in you. I don't think there is. All right. Whew, she's going everywhere. Oh, she just struck at me again. All right. Let me get her put into a temporary tub here real quick. There you go. Go hide. And we can take a look at these eggs and get them set up in the egg box. Trying to clean her up after laying her eggs and she wants to murder me. Boom. Easy. Calm down. I need you to calm down so I can get you out. You need that egg smell off of you so you'll eat again. Alright, I've just got to annoy her until she'll let me get her up. Crazy. Alright, another clutch. It's time to remove the pressing seal because we've got about a week before these are due to hatch. This is the clutch I'm really excited about. These eggs are all nice and sunken in, which is to be expected at this point in incubation. Hopefully, this is our shot at bamboo pies. So I'm really excited about this clutch, and I can't wait for a few more days. I mean, I can wait, but I don't want to wait. I'm so excited to see what's inside these jokers, and I hope you stick with me so we can find out here in a minute. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm actually re-recording the intro to this video. I recorded an intro before we started the cutting for Clutch 4 of this year, and a couple of things happened in the middle of that made me decide to redo this intro so that I could tell you I'm going to update some of the clutch results at the end of this video. So even though the clutch cutting goes through and I wrap it up with the anticipation of that being the end of that video, I'm actually not going to do that, because as we cut the eggs, as you'll see here in a minute, I ran across one or two things that, well, one thing in particular that shouldn't have been possible, but it looked like something was going on in that egg. So that was really crazy. So I want to give you an update there. And there was also something that was potentially bad that I discovered, and I didn't film the investigation of it, but I do talk about it, and I wanted to update you on both of those things and let you see the clutch now that they're all out of the egg. So please enjoy the cutting, but stick in till the end and check in with me so you can get an update of these babies and what happened and what we might have. Here you go. All right, so here we are. This is our clutch for an orange dream leopard pied het clown to a banana pinstripe yellow belly het pied. I produced this girl myself, and I'm really excited to see what she's done for us this year. A pretty small clutch, only 5 eggs, but hopefully odds have been pretty decent for me this year so far, so hopefully that trend will continue, and we'll get to see them all. I'm going to turn this around here just because it's better for me. I like to go in the order that I mark them. No particular reason to do that. I just like to. All right, so number 1. Okay, here we go. Come on, bamboo pied, please. Can't lie, I'm a little nervous. Come on. I have a little bit of difficulty here. All right, so you can see it with me. Oh, all right, we got a pied for sure. What? Oh, hey there, little one. What in the world? Now what? Now, I may be crazy here. That almost looks like a clown head. There's no way. No way. I've got to be, maybe I'm losing my mind here. I actually had this male tested after a clutch from last year, and it came back negative for het clown. But this really, this really looks like a clown. Okay. I can't get too into that. I'm going to freak out too much. I've got to let this one crawl out and see what's really going on here. But I mean, am I crazy? I mean, of course I am a little bit crazy, but whoa, okay. All right, let's set this to the side. I don't want to speculate too much because I'm going to freak out a little bit, and who knows. All right, not a bamboo pied for sure, but if that turned out to be a clown pied, that would be insane, because neither of these that I know of would be het for clown. The father I suspected after something that showed up in a clutch last year, but like I said, I had it tested and it was negative. I don't know. We're just going to keep going. I'm probably wrong, and I'm just wishful thinking. I don't know. I'm freaking out a little bit. All right, so thanks for listening to me ramble, because if you clicked off the video, then you're not hearing me say thanks. So thanks for sticking in here. Let's see what number 2 holds. Well, I can see a belly. That's it. A little bit of nose. Hey there, little buddy. I just want to make sure. It almost looks like that umbilical cord could be wrapped around the body, but I can't really tell for sure. That would be bad news. All right, so pinstripe in there for sure. I'm going to set this aside for now, but I'm probably going to pull this one out and see what's going on here. I've never had a wrapped umbilical cord, but it really looks like it may be wrapped, which can be very bad. All right, I'm not going to do that on camera though. So we'll set this one to the side, and I'll probably take a closer look after I'm done. See if I can figure anything out there. Hopefully I'm wrong, and it's just the way it's laying. Anyway, all right, number 3. And I'm actually realizing now that I was talking earlier about not knowing that the dad was Het Clown. I completely spaced and was talking about the father of the dam to this clutch, not the male that I bred it with. The male I bred it with I know is Het Clown, 100%, but the mother would have had to get that from somewhere else. So we got another piebald here with some really orange spots. So I'm going to say probably orange dream. Hiding its head down in there, but we'll let it be. Oh, hey there, little buddy. And we'll check it out up close and personal later when they crawl out. Number 4. Sorry, I always ramble and these end up going long. But already a couple of weird things with this one that really caught me off guard. So I'll try and get through it here. Not much fluid left. These are definitely ready. And look at that. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. That is an OD leopard pied, I'm pretty sure. What's really bugging me though is we are 4 out of 5 in and I haven't seen a single bamboo. So we got a few pieds. We're doing good on the pieds, but not one bamboo, which is really kind of odd. So this is my last shot. I really, really would love to hit a bamboo pied. Man, come on. What's going to be in there is already in there, but please be what I'm searching for. All right, come on. All right. Last one. And appears to be a pied also. But I can't see anything else. So I can't see any pattern, color, anything. So it's going to make me wait. We'll see. Could it be the elusive bamboo pied? Potentially. Potentially it could be, but certainly can't tell for sure. All right, so let's slide these cute babies back over here. Just look at them. Hey, little fella. We got their nose out here. A little bit of nose from our mystery baby here. And these 3 are just holding tight. So I'm going to get these back in the incubator. I'll probably check that one out a little closer just to make sure nothing's wrapped there that needs attention. But thanks for tuning in with me. So we'll just see. We'll definitely have to keep an eye on this one. Some cool snakes, and we'll see what crawls out once all's said and done. But they all look healthy. That's a good thing. Like I said, I'm gonna check on that one. That egg number 1's really got me scratching my head though. So I'm gonna try to be patient, not speculate, wait for it to come out. But anyway, thanks for sticking in here with me. Thanks for tuning in and watching the channel. Please leave. All right, so here we are. They're cleaned up and out of the egg. They've been a little feisty, not feisty, but active moving around. So let's take a look at what we've got. To start off with, this absolutely gorgeous, look at this. This is an orange dream leopard pied. and shy little guy, but absolutely gorgeous. That orange just pops. So beautiful. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. This little one is the only non-pied of the bunch, so that's pretty cool that we got 4 out of 5. But this is the one that I showed you that looked like its umbilical cord was wrapped in the egg. And as I investigated after I turned it off, it was in fact wrapped. And the good news here is I was able to get it unwrapped fairly easily once I got him or her out of the egg. But when I first pulled the umbilical cord off from around its neck, I thought he was dead. He was very limp, not moving, and I feared the worst. That's one of the reasons why I did not want to show that on the video. But I set him down in the tub, kind of a little, dejected. But then he kind of moved his head and started breathing a little deeper. And so I was like, sweet, I'll just let him be and give him time. Now you can see there's a little bit behind. That's part of the umbilicus. It's detached from the egg sac, but it will. We keep this bedding real wet here, and it will eventually fall off and close up just like a belly button. But beautiful little baby. I'm so glad that I caught it in time. And yes, folks, that is one of the reasons why we cut eggs if they go full term. So this is a good story. I was able to save that one's life. Now let's look at this little baby here. Look at how beautiful. Look at that orange. If it's coming through on this camera, but I mean, it is so vibrant. No dark patterns except for like this little spot here. And the head gives away that this is a pinstripe. This is an Orange Dream pinstripe pied. Of course, all of these are 50% possible het clown as well. But golly, look at that joker. I can't believe it. He looks so good, he or she. Then, that I was really hoping for a bamboo pied. So let's take a look at this. This, oh, got a little bit still on him. This, my friends, is a bamboo pied. And I know what you're thinking. You probably look at it and say, Joel, that looks like a bell, like a blue-eyed leucistic. But this is, I'm going to try to get it. He's a little shy. Oh, so cute. I don't know if you can see the little red in his eyes. That happens sometimes. But this is a bamboo pied. There is no chance of bells from this pairing. But oftentimes a bell complex gene will create a white pied, a fully white pied. So I'll be interested to see if any pattern develops after it sheds. But that's an all white pied. Hey, little buddy, can you stay in there, please? That's a bamboo pied, possible pinstripe, possible Orange Dream, leopard. Those are in there, I guess. I don't know. Usually those bring out more pattern in other combinations, but this is my first time even attempting or having the possibility of producing a bamboo pied. So we got one, which is super cool. I can't wait to see how he changes as he sheds. And here's the last one. This is the one that I freaked out over a little bit because it looked like a clown pied. Look at this beautiful orange saddles, very low pattern, high white, but look at this head. Look at that. This looks very clown-like with the eye stripes disappearing. There's no real eye stripes going forward. Sorry, my hand's so close. But look at that. I believe, now I'm going to have to do a little research. I'll wait. I believe what's going on here, I think that we may have an Orange Dream pinstripe Krypton pied. I believe that's what this is. So the father to this clutch, well, not the father to this clutch. The father to this clutch was an OD leopard pied het clown. The mother from this clutch came from the sire that gave us that pinstripe Krypton surprisingly last year. So I had him tested for het clown for his sheds, and he came back negative. And this leads me to believe with this result, 2 years in a row from him, that he is actually het cryptic, and nobody knew. So het cryptic plus het clown gives you a Krypton. So I believe this is an Orange Dream pinstripe pied that is het clown and het cryptic, thus the Krypton. And he is amazing looking, he or she. I can't wait to see how it develops. I know this has turned into a longer video, but I had to update you. So I'll let you keep looking at those for just a second, and then I'm going to get them put away. So tell me, how absolutely awesome is that clutch? Not only do we have the relief of that baby surviving the wrapped umbilical cord, put me through a little scare, but is bouncing back and looks very healthy. I think he's going to catch up and do just fine. But those are some absolutely dynamite pieds that came from that clutch. I'm so excited to see how they grow and develop. But how about another mystery? Double het, it turns out, in this instance. But those hets, when combined, are allelic and give you like this whole new pattern. It almost looks like a pied clown, a clown pied. Sorry, my brain is a little scattered at the end of the day here, but I believe it's actually a krypton pied, and I'll let it shed a time or two, and then I'll consult some friends who work more with those genes than I have. But given the history, I think that's the most likely scenario, is that male is actually het cryptic. He passed that het cryptic on to the female that I raised up and bred this year, and she hit both the het clown and het cryptic on that baby. Crazy odds. What a beautiful clutch. Even though it was 5 eggs, those 5 eggs were awesome. And I'm so excited about that clutch and so many. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's start this update process. You remember my precious little baby, the all-white bamboo pied, and she has not changed in that. No showing of pattern or anything. There's nothing under the black light. She is just pure white and beautiful. The eyes aren't really blue. They have actually still kind of a red center. She's not probably going to let me show that off to you. Oh yeah, you can see it there. She's got like these red pupils in her eyes, which is just really cool. And she is an absolute doll. She's such a sweetheart. Trying not to move around too much because she did eat yesterday, and I like to give them a full day to relax the next day. But I did want to show her, and obviously I had to, for time's sake, go ahead and get her out and show her to you. But ain't she beautiful? All white, precious, and I can't wait to see how she grows. She's so sweet. Let's take a look at the next one. All right, well, here we are again. I'd actually planned to save this boy for last, but this was our crazy mystery baby, our pinstripe, orange dream, krypton pied, possible yellow belly, but I'm leaning away from yellow belly. I think just OD, pinstripe, and krypton pied. But as you can see, Mr. is very deep in shed. He's pretty tense. I'm not going to move him around a lot because, like the last girl, he also ate yesterday. And so we'll try and keep him chill. Still beautiful, but unfortunately dull, but I had to get this recorded. But I'll tell you what, he looks just as awesome as he did in our initial update video. And I'm sure you'll be seeing more of him on the channel in the years to come because he's staying here with me. Let's take a look at his sister. All right, so now I'm getting hissed at, and I realized that transition from the last video to this one was actually a little creepy. So forgive me for that. I just meant, let's look at this beautiful lady here. Again, she ate yesterday. She's a champ. She's got a little bit of an attitude. Not much of a striker, but she sure likes to hiss and make her presence known. And I want to just say, some of you have seen this girl at some of the reptile shows, and you can attest that this camera will not pick up just how bright and beautiful these oranges are. She is gorgeous. She is the only one that is still available. As much as I would like to keep her, I can't keep them all, and I've kept too many this year already, at least if you ask my wife. So she's actually available, but she's doing great, eats like a champ. Like I said, a little bit of I wouldn't say attitude problem, maybe it's just personality. She is beautiful, and she likes to make her presence known, but as you can see, she's calmed right down. She's loosening up, but we'll go ahead and get her back, and then we'll talk about the other two. All right, well, I've been having some trouble talking today, but we'll see if we can get through this. Weren't those some beautiful snakes? I love them so much. They're awesome. I wish my boy hadn't been in shed so you could appreciate that, but you just got to see a look at him. So hopefully you're not too disappointed there either. We've got a couple other snakes. There were 2 other snakes in that clutch. Unfortunately, when breeding animals, sometimes you have some really high highs, and you can also experience some lows. And I don't want to hide that kind of stuff from you, so I do have to inform you that one of the babies from this clutch unfortunately did not make it. The baby that had the umbilical cord wrapped around just never would take off, would never eat. We tried assist feeding, ultimately had to try force feeding, and nothing. That snake would not take to feeding at all. We tried all kinds of changing substrates, adding hides, moving in the rack, humidity and temperature changes, just to try and hone in. And little guy was never interested. I never saw him open his mouth unless I opened it for him. He would not take to any form of feeding. Ultimately, my last option was to force feed him, which is always a last resort. Thankfully, I've only had to do that a few times ever with a few animals. And initially, he seemed to do okay with it. First couple of days afterwards, he seemed fine, although still very lethargic. He was really skinny. He wasn't moving much. And unfortunately, he did pass away. I hate to say that. I don't even want to share it with you, to be honest, but I want to be real. If you are in this hobby, especially if you decide to breed, like, there are some realities that just go along with it. And it's certainly not exclusive to breeding snakes by any means. But it really stinks. I wonder, had I caught the wrapped umbilical cord sooner in the process, would he have maybe made it? Thankfully, that's only happened one other time, and that baby is actually thriving and doing great. So sometimes you just can't tell everything that's going on inside and what may have occurred in the egg. We try to do the best we can. I know I've actually gotten some criticism this year for cutting eggs, but quite honestly, when you lose one like that, you always have to wrestle with the thought of, could I have done something different? And honestly, I don't think I should have cut those eggs earlier than I did. I don't regret that. But I'll always play it in my mind. If I had caught it a little bit sooner, maybe that snake would have been able to make it. I will continue to cut eggs if I think that's in the best interest of my animals, but I always prefer for them to pip on their own. So just to get that out there, even though a lot of you probably aren't here unless you skipped ahead to this part because this has gotten long, I know. But I didn't want to end on that low note. I did want to bring it back up. There was one more baby from that clutch that you probably noticed I haven't mentioned because she's not here anymore. She actually went to her forever home last week and is doing great. I've gotten lots of updates from the new owner showing her in her new enclosure. And she actually had a little bit of an attitude problem, probably inherited it from her mother when she was young. So I tried to work with her a little bit more. She's still pretty hissy, but it seems like she's starting to calm down. And her new owner is very, very happy. So, of course, you can see I put the slideshow up there to show some pictures of her since I don't have her currently. But she's awesome. The clutch is awesome. Overall, an amazing result, even though we did have that sadness and tragedy in there. I still feel very, very blessed and fortunate to work with these creatures. The absolute variety of all the different things we've been able to experience and create is amazing, and I am absolutely fascinated and in awe of these animals, and I hope you are too. Even if you don't really like snakes yet, I hope you've enjoyed seeing the beauty that exists within them, and maybe you'll be able to open your mind to being more comfortable with snakes. I don't know. One step at a time. I hope to educate, inform, and to share the love of reptiles with whoever I can, and that's my encouragement to you as well. Take the opportunity to share the love of reptiles with anybody you can. Thanks for watching. Thanks for helping me out today, and I'll see you guys next time.